Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. The double unlucky. Let's see a flop. We had full of ace king. Um, but even ace king has a good amount of equity. I think I've got a P1 off still. I think he might be inclined to bluff less ace kings. I'm gonna probably show off his kings, aces. Go for the check call this time. Don't block any draws. Might be value betting king jack, king 10, or pocket sevens. As a bluff, then of course. So I'm gonna call. I think I'm just gonna call. Oh wait, 8 and another 9. Yeah, I'm just gonna call. Thought it was 8899. It's a bit to fold, but it's king high, and he could be check shoving. It's gonna fold. So far, so quite bad. Also already got an all-in with a set, but he had a lot of outs. We split it up. Yesterday was plus $200, but I think we almost have lost it in the first hands here. Shouldn't be so much though. Minus 100 maybe. A little bit more than minus 100. Sure. So also the NL500 table here. And pocket deuces. Yes. Yeah, this open is losing a tiny bit, but we have him in the big blind. Gonna open it up. I think actually against a small open. I mean, with a small open, it's maybe 0 EB open. Yeah, and this month should be like 2,200, $2,300 plus, so not so bad. Haven't played so much, like maybe 43 hours, I would guess. Live your dreams. What's up? What is up? What's up? Good morning, early bird. Mr. Sneezy. Bless you, man. I'm gonna go. Two fun players behind. We could open it. I'm gonna open it. Zero EV open. But yeah, let's play. With second pair, we check. Medium hand, we check. I learned this at upswing poker. Is this even a good table? I think here we're gonna fold. Could even sometimes be a race, right? Blocking a queen quite nice, having a jack. Rolled medium. Ah, that's already quite a good hand. I mean, unfortunately, you cannot have aces. Queens would be the dream if we misclicked pocket queens as you call. Nope, 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 nope. Biggest downswing on NL200. I played a lot of Russian cash and then sometimes really long sessions, 12 hours. So max swing was quite high then there, of course. I had a really sick day, really good one. It was, much was it? I think it was plus $7,500 in one day. Russian cash 200. So it was really cool. And then it was followed up a few days later, maybe yeah, 1 or 2 days later. I lost 4,000, I think. maybe even a tiny bit more than 4,000. Cannot remember completely. And then 2 days again afterwards was also very bad. And I lost thousands again, and my downswing was then, yeah, $10,000 at max. And then it got a little bit better again. Oh! Oh ho! Check this, my man. Already saw it that you um, had in your title. Upswing streamer. Love to see it. I like upswing. I actually mentioned it just a few minutes ago. Maybe we saw it. Yeah, that's how I really improved in the beginning, like 5 years ago. Yeah, so it's a good site, and I actually should take a look into it soon again. Some new stuff was coming out there from a guy called, I think, Ryan Risk or something like this. I just saw a little bit from him. That looked pretty good. And my name is Carl Star. I have watched everything, of course. Yeah, I've seen pretty much everything of the old stuff. Ein Flamingo im Casino? Yeah, cannot deny that. At least not in a believable way. Snakebright, what's up? Wolfkind, Pac-Man. Yo, yo, bye bye, my man Jack. This appreciate it, like always. Yellow fish, orange omega fish. Close enough. Yeah, I usually don't tell everyone directly what my labels are, but you could figure it out if you are longer here in the stream. $68 per river. Mm. So he's capped. Say we take Emo 68. Polarized one saying we have a straight or a good 8. Full house. I think in general it's quite a good spot to have a balanced bluffing range, or maybe even over bluffing when people are capped. Usually works out quite fine. Not so much when they have snap calls, and they tend to sometimes zero call. Then it's not good. And they are also showing some strengths, for example, with having over bets when they usually don't have it, and they are already more likely to be value heavy. So, yeah, I would say 4-bet is a good decision. But we don't like to see a show. We like to see a call. or fold. This will be the highest DB. 7,500 one day. Yeah, it was also for me exactly that expression. Usually the good days were like 2,000 plus, right? Sometimes 3,000 plus. Quite often also minus 1,000 or 2,000 when I played so much Russian cash. And then, yeah, like I said, the worst day like minus 4,000. So the plus 7,500 was pretty sick. It was really cool. I felt really good. I played well, but this was followed up by such a bad day and bad days. I couldn't really celebrate, but at least I could afford to lose some money then. I heard that Kaltor's worst day was minus 14,000. I mean, minus 70 buy-ins, which would be in this regard 14,000. I don't know which stakes it was. Probably 200. Oh, aces here, guys. We like it. I think this will be our last hand. But he plays, of course, longer time and more hands, so the max variance will be higher for a day for him. Yeah, I think on this good board we have some zero equity bluffs on the turn. Sometimes we could sometimes use this one. But gonna bluff river mainly. And Kaito also said what his best day was. I cannot remember, unfortunately. Probably also something like 70 buy-ins up. But yeah, that's a sick number. I haven't heard anything like this. Steph Mole, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, my man. Glad to have you here. We need 2 more tables. Let's put me on some waiting lists here. Yeah, you don't have to do that at Russian Cash. That's a plus. Good board for him. Sometimes bet low though. Rolled high. Rolled high again. Gonna bluff and not bluff river. We had against some stuff we like to bluff 8, 9, 9, 10 stuff. I think that's quite high equity river for us here. Not gonna bluff this one. Let's just fold. Directly folded. Yo, Puff, thank you very much. Against half size. No, I'm not gonna fold all fours. Or five. Suited, that didn't re-raise. We flop. Also sometimes re-raise flop. Raise flop. Um, Fold here looks like he had a missed flush, a missed draw. Maybe he snap folded an ace. Let's see graph for today. Shouldn't be so good. Let's see how much we're down. $200. Exactly what I won yesterday. Well, fold or raise. Guess can sometimes call. $70 buy and below EV. Ouch. I think I ran also 60 binds under EV. Actually, I played also some NL200, so then it was probably just like, I don't know, 40 binds under EV last year. But started this year quite good that I ran above EV, also with a bad B jackpot. We can obviously take our value or bet. I'm gonna take my value. Here was a low number. We have the best hands to go for a call if he re-raises. That is, of course, not a better hand. That is just a naked 9. Not gonna be king, queen, and not flush. Probably has 9. We have a close call, in my opinion. It's one of those hands. Maybe you could even think about folding, but a lot invested. Quite a good board. 8 queen didn't get there right. 9's got something. Sometimes he has jacks. I would say we bet call it off. Sometimes he has aces. Ace jack suited. An interesting one. Pocket eights. Queen is not good, right? Ace queen got there now. Hope he checks his pocket eights. Try to showdown against ace king. Wanna fold. Sometimes he will have 7, 8 of hearts that didn't raise the flop. Yeah, but let's fold. Worst river. Could absolutely be that the river saved us though. Yeah, queen suited. Yeah, the 70 bind downswing. Arthur mentioned it himself in one of his streams. He didn't say anything he drank too much or not. I think he would have said it if it would have been the case. Probably just the more normal amount, which a lot of people would consider as too much. I think this is a dream that we get a show. But what would he show? Not queens or eights, so we like to see the show. And he's actually also maybe a fun player. A call. We have aces here. 500 table. Maybe we can get some money back. Maybe we lose more. You were a 3-bet a little bit wide against him. Maybe he thinks we take this into consideration and bluff. Bit more king jack suited, ace jack suited. I would low on a check. Playing it like ace king. It doesn't go for a small bet. Rolled really high. But I mainly want to call. I think I'm gonna call. We sometimes got there obviously with jacks now. Thing is, if he bets, do we want to shove or not? Hope he value shows tens. If not, and if also not, he's not bluffing enough of his trash, ace queen, whatever, then the check gets less attractive. Probably he's value shoving tens, so looks a lot like we have ace kings and not enough slow plays because people like to fast play the aces. Looks, I'm horribly wrong though. Didn't even think too much about it. Still don't mind how we played it. If he's capable of bluffing, we let him do that, and even if we are shoving, he could think he could be folding, right? So yeah. I'll take a note on this one. But very low. Gonna bet. High. Gonna bet here this time. I would say we call it. Decent flop. He doesn't think we have threes or fives, sometimes jacks or aces. Gonna slow play. That's a good turn. Shove kings, bro. Shove your kings in there. Ace king is fine too. Probably if he has ace king and he has a lot of ace kings, he's not gonna bluff, but we will find out. Yeah, I think we sometimes only call. Relatively, probably want to show off more though. We not queens, please. Yes, yes, nice, nice. And this one just gonna fold. Think about shoving. Was he recalling me before? Didn't look a lot like a flush draw. Um, I think it just takes a huge bet. Use race, I would say. Um, Obviously gonna take a note on the uh, well, how it's fast play from the queens. Very, very interesting to know. Not necessarily a bad play. It can be actually a good exploit sometimes. If you have really strong reads on your opponent that he's not bluffing enough on the river and maybe not value betting thinly and maybe also usually not bluffing a lot on the turn so that you know that he's probably having it. But you have to have really strong reads. And yeah, if you see something like this, he's probably fast playing too often. Ah, on the other hand, huh? This is good. Yeah, I gotta go for this. Just trying to make very little things fold. Here. Out. Only $100 so at the moment. What a bit back. We were minus 500 at some point, so not so bad. On a bet. Likes protection, good board price. People not raise bluffing enough. And gonna take our little showdown value here. Hope he has 6-7 suited. Pocket 5 sometimes, but it's not looking great. Yeah, we can call our show. Looks like at pocket 10s, maybe ace queen. Oh, ace king. I think just gonna call with medium number here. Hmm. I would say we just call it a day. Yeah, he should be having ace 5 suited sometimes, or some king jack suited. Probably will bet a lot on the flop. So probably already missing a lot of those 4 bets. I actually didn't see the hand. I meant this one. He raised. I 3-bet in the big blind. He 4-bet. I just called. And then he checked the flop and bet small the turn. Yo, what's up, Kero? Hmm? Good thing is we have, of course, nuts here, more than him. I'm gonna fold. So we 3-bet in the big blind against our friend Sneezy. Good flop for us. And likes protection. I'm gonna go with a bet. Yes, tens. It's queen. Pocket sevens. King jack suited. Yeah, a lot of hands. I would return. We could even go for 1/3. Um, he would probably ask himself now, why is he not betting on a king? I mean, we're not always bluffing on a king, but usually. We play like jack seven suited. But does we have king king or jack jack? Or bluff. Like 6/7 suited that didn't have any equity on the turn. Don't even hate to fold. Now when you're not snap calling, we like to see call. I think when we block the ace, I'm gonna go for the check call. Pocket aces against Nigorat. Hope he's not having a low flush. That's not a low flush, my friends. What happened top here? He just folded. I have a note on him that he's a hero caller. But he folded 2 times now against us. Okay, one time it was a huge race, insanely huge race. Yeah, we can afford this 1.6 BB. And got an interesting flop. He was calling down pretty lightly the last time. I think I'm gonna realize my equity here. King high can also be good sometimes. I'm afraid he could be check raising. Hmm. Even think about shoving. He caught so light the last time. Sometimes we are in a spot now. Maybe our long timing induced him to be bluffing. He's a fun player. Could be, but I think it's still not likely enough. It hurts, of course, a little bit. I think I go for a very aggressive 3-bet isolation here against fun player, ultimate fun player. Don't love it, but here's also 43. I think he has more potential bluffs, like sometimes maybe, I don't know, 10-5 suited. You have great odds. Full call. I have marked him as multi-tailor, but it looks like he's more of a fun player. Or maybe, I don't know, in between. Looks like he has jacks or something like this. This is a good flop. Sometimes has aces, but also queens, jacks, tens. Oh! 5. It's not so bad as it looks. in my humble opinion. I mean, sometimes he's overcalling with complete random stuff, but I think it's not likely enough. How are we gonna play? He gets a small bet shove. What a hand. Can even shove directly, actually. A shove. It's a bit weird. Don't have aces, please. Don't have a snap call. He doesn't have a snap call. Great. Aces, unfortunately, I think 50% likely. Hope he has queens, jacks that didn't show off. Nice. We're losing everything. Let's go. Split! How cool is a split? And what the fuck happened here? Was a cold call. And the tank also was... What the fuck? I mean, if you wanna... Shit, because I looked this one up here. Happens. If you wanna have a cold calling range, then I guess you sometimes have to put also this in there. And then I would also call the 4-bet. Yeah, not gonna bluff. We bluff if we sometimes just check call with, yeah, all those hands. Probably sometimes maybe king queen of clubs, but probably ace high. If he bets now, it would be really weird, and we would have to think about a call. I would say mainly he's gonna call. Not gonna value bet queens anymore. Obviously, you can have the nuts, but as played, I think I'm gonna call. Go for the crying call, yeah. Even though we have a club. Nice. He's also a fun player, can have missed draws, ace king. Even had ace jack high there. Missed flush draw. I'm gonna bet against him. Yes, he was folding a lot, but usually he was hero calling a lot. I mean, today he was folding a lot. Gonna call river, right? He didn't bluff king queen though. And he folded again. this hand. When he quite fast folds on the turn, it looks more like aces, right? And less like queens and jacks. But it is how it is. Sometimes he has aces. But I think we can still have shoves here on the turn because they don't connect here so much. And he goes for the tank call. I love it. I mean, it was obviously annoying as fuck. But in the end, we got lucky though, so it's all good, all good. It's a big size. I'm not sure if I want to raise. I would say yes, especially the potential fun player. So just gonna raise it up. Yep, for sure. Could sometimes be split. Gonna fold. I think it's not often you never bluff though. Hmm. Quite close against the fun player. Yeah, but I think I like the fold. Pocket aces, it's time for us. No. 3-bet bluff, 9-jack suited, bro. Okay. You want a bit of EV here? Made some money. We have ace king suited on the NL500 table, but he's not so active today. Maybe he doesn't deserve the blue label. He seemed to be quite passive. Was foiled. Let's get a 9. I think a 9 would be cool. That's a 9, a red one. We have 2 outs against flush. It's a little bit more likely that he has a flush also. Not having so many value raises on this flop. Not really 10s and also not 7s really. Sometimes 7s, yeah. 50-50, I guess. Some 7, 10, 7, even offsuit. Yeah. Not even the dream when he shows, yeah. It's not good. I guess we even hope to see a check. But I mean, if he shows, it's like a call. Could he have worse? Sometimes 8-6, 8 jack. We block a lot of bluffs like ace 8 with the 8 of hearts. Ace 8, ace of hearts, so. I think we got a call. Yeah, he has a bluff or king high, right? Ace 4, ace 3. Didn't mention those with the backdoors. Didn't even thought about them, to be honest. I mean, I know there can be stuff like that, yeah. I knew ace jack probably not gonna raise. It's actually really close against population here with the flush. We got lucky this time. We got lucky that we made a good call, guys. I think we gotta bet this one. And I think it's actually sometimes bluff on the river, but let's not do it against potential fun player. I hope he folds some pocket nines. Probably it's not the case. Well, we don't know that. Would be a bit weird if he raises here, but yes, it would be quite often then ace king that somehow didn't re-raise pre-flop. And try to show down. Like I said, don't bluff here him. Probably shows down tens. Ace queen, please. So at least we know he's not folding nines there on the turn. Against 1/3. I even thought about going for half size. I mean, when we got the 6 on the river, we could think again about bluffing, blocking sixes. It's not so bad. Well, 36 for the river. I would say not a bluff. We even have showdown value. Good thing is he probably never has 3-4. How we don't know this because he's a fun player, but probably not having 3-4, and we have even 3-4 offsuit because we checked in the big blind. But I think still not gonna bluff here, and just bluff when we have, I don't know, 6 high, 6-3 or whatever. And here take our showdown value then. Against, for example, a flush draw. I think it's time for a tea. And a 5-minute break. We had some interesting hands for sure. Or tie. Sometimes bet multi-way with not so great equity. Let's check results. We are up $100. Running 200 over EV. I think especially because we got the split when we had the kings against aces and 6-7 suited. Okay. We'll be back in a few minutes. This table looks good. Average pot 100 and 1. 33 VPIP, and I already see 2 100 players here. I'm on the waiting list, my guys. We will see. Can sometimes do stuff here, but you also bet a little bit bigger than 1/3. I rolled high. Leaderboard. Yeah, yet regular tables not so much for me because I just play also only 2 hours a day. I guess if you play a lot of tables and then a lot of hours, it can also pay quite well. But for me now it just gives me 10 bucks, I think, a day. For playing 2 hours. Can obviously call here once. We can get there. And we can be in front. So we call one. And not bluff further. We would bluff with 9 jack, jack queen or hearts. We have showdown value. Hope if he has a bluff is not deciding to bluff river, which could absolutely be now the case. We will see. Great, that's $100 because it's a 2-5 table. Yeah, I thought I would realize a little bit more on the river than against solver, so guess you can exploitatively against most players. Call wider, but only if you think his 3-betting, his big bet on the turn is balanced, what I think probably is. But also as a donk, guess it's slightly value heavy. But it's just a random guess. Oh no. Oh no, he was quite active usually. I think it's probably quite balanced, yeah. Also a lot of possible draws, and I think he thinks, yeah, I'm capped. I have a draw, why not put a lot of money in there? Against min open, I think it's... Well, let's see flop. Let's have some fun. Maybe it's a good flop. Sometimes it's a good flop. This is a good flop. Let's go. We have more fives than him. Quite often raise, also like pocket fours. So I'm gonna raise it up. And yeah, only pocket eights beats us. Ah. And we'll do this. Bit weird. I think I like it against him. We would have a lot of potential bluffs now, right? Pocket threes and fours, deuces, 6-9 suited stuff. And now polarize. He sometimes has an 8 or jacks, but not so many. He's also not opening all 8-9, 8-7 suited under the gun. King 8 suited. Maybe even folding this sometimes. But folding Queen 8 suited, very likely. Yeah, I think I like how we played it. And against the raise, it's pretty easy because just gonna fold this. We have 8s ourselves. It can call. And probably opponent will be under bluffing there on the river. So pretty easy fold. Carmen B, thank you for your follow. And he's sleeping today. Probably he's doing something different on the side. He's just playing some kites on the some cards on the side here. Maybe now? I mean, he got the blue label. He must have been really active before. Okay, he was not bluffing, but he liked to call. Usually having more the half size exploitatively, this would be fine. I'm gonna do it, especially on this board where they don't have a lot of two pair. And also not pocket tens. It's just very good board. And sometimes he will have deuces or threes. Yo, Porsche 20, thank you for your follow. Welcome to the Strimsky. And we directly get a bottom pair, guys. The luck is on our side. Usually quite often check, but sportively I like to bet a little bit more often. Gotta do it this time. king is not great. Ace king got there. And still have ace queen. He should also be sometimes floating like queen 10, jack queen stuff. Usually people don't do it. Yes, we're capped, but I think I'm just gonna call against the overbet. Yeah. Could be doing this with ace king though. I think I'm just gonna call. I think he will also fold a lot of the ace kings. Yeah. And he sometimes can have ace 4. King 4. Or the occasional slow play on the flop. Let's actually check this one. Later. Ace 4 offsuit is for sure a problem. Oh yeah, pure re-raise here in these quite late positions. And I think king jack, ace jack suited is mixing. And we of course love to see the fold because it's a bluff. Sometimes he has 4-5 suited, 4-6 suited. I mean, he has also a lot of king queen offsuits that sometimes float. This makes re-raising again more attractive again. Hmm. Things, of course, he will have less force, even though with the size he says yes. Before, like, yeah, king, queen, king, jack plus. But he just has less force. We have 1-4 who are out there already. I think I like the call. Do we get enough calls from a show? No, I think I like the call. But let's see later what Solver's doing there. I don't have any clue what happened there. I think I go for the random call. I feel like it. It was not even close to be in front. It was not really close. Oh, shit. That's so big. I think I'm gonna bluff this even against fun player. And here, could donk lead on the club sometimes, but even though he folded a lot today, I think it's not worth it. I'm gonna lead. Bad. Shove or not shove? I think not shove. Looks like he has a medium hand, like a jack. Then jack. And this time the snap card was ace king. I mean, not a surprise from a fun player, but it's showing again that when he snap calls, yeah, probably on the call every side. Because it's very, very scary, hard, and it's very completing. Nice. We like to see a diamond because we have 5 diamonds now with a 4 in the middle, 1 in our hand. And this is a flush. Don't even think about it. Just call. What does he have? Check calling the flop. Looks like pocket nines, right? Uh-huh. One of those he had a. I actually had gut shot. Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. We realize our equity against 100 guy. Nope. And Jerry, thank you for your follow. And aces. Looks like you're my lucky charm. But how lucky and how charming are you? Can we get more than what is in the middle? Oh, very charming, very lucky. It's not over though, but already good amount in the middle, my guys. We don't even, yeah, we already like it. I think I'm gonna fast play. Kings? How? How good of a lucky charm are you? We will find out now. No king. Whew. I have a club. Nice. Oh, oh. Very charming. Very lucky. Love to see that huge pot, my guy. Appreciate it. Cheers to you, my man. What a nice hold. What a nice hold. Yeah, cannot ask for more. Aces against kings and a hold on both streets. What does our day look like, you may ask? Let you ask. Let's find out. It looks absolutely fine. This looks fine. Last $600 after rake. And we were minus 400-500 in the beginning, so yeah, I really complain. I would say bluff turn, blocking ace jack is good, really good. Should be raising here also good amount. Looks like he has pocket nines, pocket 10 suited. Hopefully not jack 9, jack queen suited. quite thin already. Bet pocket fives and then also call. I would also much rather see a raise with a good blocker. Worth a note. La 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 la. Oh, that's a huge raise. I'm gonna call. Easy flop. And here, I think when we block the king, go for the check call. Very strong end. La la la. Kings. Oh, I have a good feeling about this one. Let's see what will happen. We win. Bro? It's a good river. My second favorite river. He can still have a slow plate 7. Winning against 6s. And bluffs. I think I will cry call against potential fun player who maybe could find some creative bluff scorinos. Probably just has it. All a bit wider here against 63 player. Ah, imagine this river. I think I'm still gonna call though. No sitting value bets at all on the river. Interesting if you want to do a secure fold. I would say, nah, not secure fold, just secure fold. But on this run out, I would say it's a bit sick because it's just such a good run out, and usually just keep with calling. There's a potential of the over bluffing. There's a lot of potential bluffing candidates. Good bluff raise is one of fold also, but maybe we get a good flop, right? Bro, why? Blocking the ace. I think I'm gonna go with a call. Check. Put money in the middle. With two pair. Bro. Looks like nothing will happen. Bet. Don't check ace queen. Some people are sometimes checking 8-9, pocket eights. Ace 9 is a problem also. But let's still go for the value shove, right? Sometimes he has queen 10 of hearts. Interesting what we want to do here on the river. Volt in 98. He's quite capped, which is nice when we're deep. So was 98 always bluff river, but which size? Maybe even the shoving size, blocking 9-10 of hearts. But he still both players can have nuts here, obviously. Maybe still can have a shoving size. I'm not so sure. I think I'm gonna raise this one. We have one of those must. Alright. But we still could think about not bluffing the river. I will definitely think about it. Not bluff river. Snap call. Hmm. I think check, not bluffing is a good play against him. So it's a bit. I think also if we see 8, I have less two pair now. He thinks so. It's full. I like it. It's not really that he has a lot of draws. He snap calls on the turn. Yeah, sometimes I don't know ace 4 of diamonds or ace queen, but it's not a lot. Let's just not bluff. The front player there. Rectail, thank you for your follow. Nines. Ace 5 is fine. And you saw he bet there on the river. I would say this makes trapping more attractive. If we have a good hand there on the river. $29. Gonna just call, even with the backdoor flash bomb. Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? Can we take a look? Guess we have to think about calling it off. Just played one hand. I'm gonna fold. I would say let's call it a day. Decent river. No. It's an 8. Shit. Not good. We're very low. Just gonna call. We're also a bit deeper. That's why. I think she will call a lot of jacks already. It's not so great. You're pre-flop because you were deeper. But you're gonna call this one. Sometimes you will still have jacks or bluff. A lot of bluffs got there also though. Ace 5. Ace 8, Ace 9 suited. Ace 4 suited. Ace 2 suited, something like this. Oops. I mean, we take our value, right? I would say so. Think about bluffing. Guess we lost the minimum. Quite a big 4-bet. We can call one off or call it a day. Ah, don't like it. 8-6 suited. I think I'm not gonna exploit fold. I think a little bit too much EV, tiny bit. Ace queen off, we win. Ace 5. I think I'm gonna call one off and see if he's capable of bluffing his ace queen ace 4. Okay, so he played this one really fine on the bluff. It's for me it happens a little bit more often when I'm streaming. He was even showing it, I mean, maybe he's watching stream. For sure, a good play. And I just see Carrot Corner. Thank you very much for the raid ski. Appreciate it. Unfortunately, we just gonna end now, but yeah, still thank you very much. Some interesting hands were popping up here in the end. Not very fortunate ones though. Yeah, still hello to everybody who's coming from there. Gonna send you soon further, but oh yeah, let's check a few hands so with GTO Wizard. 1, 2, or 3. And we ended with aces. Why not? Yeah, in the end, only like plus 200, 250 maybe after rake and rake back. Not so great. Fell down 400. Not the dream. Yeah, I still think I like our play to tens. I mean, we just had tens. Pretty much bottom range there. But looks like we were not over relying on the river. What was my initial plan? And he just snap shows. Okay, that's it for today. And take a short look ski. And Navarrico and Trippy Guy, thank you very much. Des, for your follows. Probably coming from Carry Corner. Thank you very much. Maybe we actually start with the ace-5 suited hand. Okay, we were a little bit deeper in practice there. But yeah, still, it's fine. So it was cutoffers button. Cutoff raised. We 3-bet with 10-10. Cutoff ace-5 suited, sometimes 4-bet. All fine, and yeah. Tens always to defend. Think, what is the cast? I don't know, pocket eights or something like this. Yeah, here. So we call. And flop is king of diamonds, 9 of spades, deuce of clubs, and it's obviously a good board for him. So yeah, he probably bets a lot, and for small size, yeah, here makes sense. He went for 1/4, I think, and could be that tens is already mixing fold, but I don't think so. Not 100%. No, it's mixing time bit of folds. So it's zero recall. I thought I'm over realizing later, so I'm gonna call all the time. 4 of clubs. And yeah, like I said, ace queen, or even has some ace jack offsuits. We continued with 1/3. So let's take a small one. And yeah, I think mainly folding with tens, sometimes calling. Yeah, it's a mix. I think I like exploitively to call, except if you think your opponent is missing too many 4-bet bluffs pre-flop. Call, river jack. We have some bets now, especially deeper when we don't shove so much. H5 always a shove. Ace queen mainly not. Makes sense. And then tens probably always folding. Yeah, not so special. And then with king queen, we are in a decision actually having decent amount, a little bit of EV there. GTO wise, would just fold mainly against most players. So yeah, not so special of a hand, but yeah, he played it well. So there was another hand that looked really interesting. It was small blind versus big blind. I called. Let's go back to this one. This queen four suited. Flop is 9 of hearts, 8 of diamonds, 4 of diamonds. I actually bet small exploitively. I said I want to bet small a little bit more often. So he checked. Usually I'm gonna check, I think. Yeah. But I went for a small bet. And he had king queen. Probably almost gonna call. Ah, mixing folds. Not it was a diamond, of course. Okay, good to know. And he even should be floating some of this stuff, but I think it's happening not often enough. In the end, he had king queen, so without a diamond. So what happened was, so he called, and the turn was a king of spades. He checked, I checked. Standard stuff. So now got a bit interesting on the river. Because he overbet. I think it's fine when we check back. We're quite capped to have overbets. Not so many though. Still checking a lot. Let's say he overbet bigger though than this. Almost twice support, but let's say he did this. Yeah, then we probably have more raises with a queen 4. Because I just decided to call. And here against the smaller betting size, it's losing like 2 BB, which is a decent amount. But still a bit close, and then it will be closer against the overbet size. And that we have a small rising range, right? But can still shove. Yeah, I mean, this is something we could also think about. So the pot was 19, he bet 34. We have a rising range to 80, and we could even just exploitively fold to a shove all the time. Depending on our reads, and yeah, that's what I be doing there. Yeah, that would have probably been the best play actually. Okay, that was the only hand I marked. Is there something else? Oh yeah, there was another interesting hand. Yes, very interesting. The pulled forward pot. Hopefully this is working. Hijack raised and the button 3-bet. It was an NL500 table. And I have pocket aces in the big blind. And yeah, I don't have a cold calling range. Of course, the other position gonna always 4-bet to almost 3x. It's exactly also what I did, a little bit less at 3x. Yeah, he's having this range. Now it comes back to the button. And yeah, even calling some ace king offsuits. Yeah, looks like this range makes a lot of sense. And then the board was 7, 7, 9 of diamonds. Pretty good board for us. Yeah, we will sometimes have 9s, sometimes 6, 7 suited, 7, 8 suited, but it's of course a very good board. Not a lot of checking is going on, like you can see. But I thought sometimes I want to check and then use aces for it sometimes, but it looks like really rarely. Yeah. But I mean, we can build a checking range with aces and some ace kings. I think makes a lot of sense. The question in the end will be on the river, the interesting part. And he goes for 1/4, makes a lot of sense, right? Small size or check. Even have sometimes the half size. More with the better hands like queens. Okay, 1/4. And I went for the call. Checked my calling range and it's mixing. And if people are not bluffing enough later and are calling you enough, then you want a fast player more often usually. Went for the call this time. Turn, jack of diamonds. I check everything. And yeah. Probably checking and betting small a lot. He had 10s there, by the way. Yeah, he checked. And I said now, so on the 5, blank river. I mean, I thought about shoving, obviously, turning some ace kings into a bluff. I mean, our lower stuff, and then, yeah, value shoving aces. Oh, yeah, just our best stuff. And actually, we prefer having ace queen suited here. It's lower. Ace king has a bit of showdown value, I guess. Okay, then ace queen. So we want to think about, do we want to check or not? And I hope he would be value shoving like pocket tens. And let's see if it's GTO-wise a shove ever. I think it's very close with these hands. Let's see. So he's mainly betting them on the turn, but if he having them, he's value shoving them. Pocket eights. 9-10 suited, yeah. Pretty much what I expected. It's very close, and you want to think exploitatively. If I have too many traps there, too many aces, or too many ace kings, and then will I call them or not? He went for a fast check, so the check probably was not good. Okay, not too much surprising stuff happening there. GTO wise, you can shove tens or not. You have to think exploitatively there. I would shove them in his shoes. But depends what you think, how many traps your opponent has. And is he recalling with ace king or not? Button all in. And ace king probably mixing. Yeah. What else? All right. I guess this will be it for today. Was for sure an interesting day. In the end, only plus 200, but we were minus 500 in the beginning, then plus 600. So it's fine. We put our effort in, we worked our hours, so it was good. Thank you very much for watching, my guys. Have a good end of the day, good evening. Peace out.